John Beltran back in Berthoud. We have just begun game 2, and the 2-2 pitch to Mares is low. This is KSIR Brush Fort Morgan Greeley. 3-2 to Gregory Mares. We'll set up these lineups momentarily. The pitch bounces in there, and Mares walks. That'll bring up Jesus Cardenas, essentially the same lineup for the Beat Diggers. We'll reset the positions a little bit later on, as Luke Whitfield is the pitcher here for. Check that, Logan Schuster, the pitcher. Strike 1 to Cardenas. Throw back to first, back in standing is Mares. Yeah, there are some position changes here for C.J. Peachin is playing first base. He was the catcher in the opening game. The pitch, fastball is high, 1 ball and 1 strike to Jesus Cardenas. Zach Bracken is still at third. The stretch, the offering for the right-hander, the breaking ball is high. It is 2-1 to Jesus. Beat Diggers won game 1 by a 19-3 count. Mares with a short lead at first. Cardenas awaits the 2-1 pitch. Fastball high. 3-1. Facing the right-hander Logan Schuster. The stretch and the offering. That one is upstairs, took something off it, and Schuster's walked the first 2 Beat Diggers here in game 2. And that'll bring up Christian Valles as Mares moves to second. Valles had a couple of hits in game 1. The pitch upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Brush scored 11 runs in the first inning of the first game. Now Berthoud has the same defensive alignment from second to third. Valles awaits the 1-0 pitch, and that one is low. That's off the glove of the catcher all the way to the screen. And on the pass ball, Mares to third, Cardenas to second. That was Michael Stromquist chasing it down. It is 2-0 to Valles. And the offering. And that is a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. One with a fastball, just trying to place it in there and get that first out. Beat Diggers sent 9 to the plate in game 1 before the first out was recorded. 2-1. Valles swings and foul tips it at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brush is going for their 13th win of the year, and the infield's already playing in, trying to cut off the first run. Runners take their leads. And the pitch to Valles. That bounces in all the way to the screen. Mares is going to score easily on the wild pitch as he slides in safely, and Brush leads 1-0. And it is a 3-2 count to Christian Valles. The right-hander Logan Schuster, who's struggling here with his control in the early going. So it'll be a payoff pitch with a man at third. And nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And the offering. Swung on and chopped over the mound of the shortstop. Whitfield plays it off his body, throws to first in time. Staying at third is Cardenas. And there is 1 down for Shea Hansen. Hansen had 3 hits and 4 RBIs in the opening game. And again, Berthoud wants to cut off that run, so they'll play the infield in. Schuster getting the sign. Stretch and offering. Swung on and driven into deep right field. Yee is right there, though. To his left, now makes the catch. Jesus is going to tag up at third. He's going to score easily on the sac fly from Hansen. who's got 5 RBIs in the doubleheader, and Brush now leads 2-0. Gave that a ride, but it quickly came down. That brings up the shortstop, Colby Wailert. Wailert with 3 hits and 4 RBIs in Game 1. Swung on and driven into right field, into foul territory. Yee going over, and it actually lands fair just inside the line, and Wailert has a pop fly single as the ball was twisting away from the Berthoud defenders, and the Beat Diggers have their first hit of the game. Maris and Cardenas both scored after being issued walks. And Mitch Tormolen will be the batter for Brush. The stretch, short lead for Wailert to pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to Schuster on his knees, throws to first, and Tormolen is retired on that sharp ground ball. However, the Beat Diggers scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and a man left. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning. It is Brush 2, Berthoud coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Berthoud. Here's the starting lineup for the Spartans. Batting first is second baseman Vinny Grind. Center fielder Eric Moss at second. Logan Schuster, the pitcher, bats third. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder Jordan Yee. Luke Whitfield, the shortstop, bats fifth. Zach Brackett at third, hits sixth. C.J. Peachin, the first baseman, bats seventh. Austin Binding, the DH, bats eighth. And Michael Stromquist, the catcher, will be batting ninth. Now, the Beat Diggers defensively have Ken Garcia at first, Gregory Maris at second. It's Tormolen at third. Colby Wailert is in between him at short. Jay Hansen at left. Christian Baez in center. Jesus Cardenas in right. Behind the plate is Tyler Monday. And on the mound is Trevor Blake, making his first appearance since March 26th against Adams City. Line and pitch. Bounces in. And Trevor in that game did struggle with his control. But then again, he hasn't thrown many innings at all, so you can understand that. 1-0. Fastball's off the glove of Monday to the screen. 2 balls and no strikes. This will take a while for these two to connect on this level. Because again, it's been well over a month since this was the battery. Fastball, a strike. It's 2-1. Blake trying to give the Beat Diggers their 13th victory of the season with a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first. Fastball strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grind ready. Line and offering. And the breaking ball didn't break. It stayed upstairs. 3-2. So the Beat Diggers essentially are resting all their top pitchers. But Blake can get the job done. 3-2. Swung on and driven down the line, foul on the left side. Stays at 3-2. And the Beat Diggers' top 3 all season have been Garcia, Maris, and Hirschfeld. Well, we've seen Blake a couple of times. Of course, Colby Wailert and Mitch Tormolen did throw an inning apiece against Platte Valley, but I guess Blake would be pretty much considered the number 4. 3-2. Breaking ball is high, and Grind walks. That'll bring up Eric Moss, the center fielder, hitting from the left side. Well, the first 2 Beat Diggers in the top of the first, they walked and they both scored. Berthoud looking to do the same, at least with Grind. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan. Stretch to 1-0. Swung on and grounded slowly on the right side. Charging as Maris sets, throws, out is going to be Moss. Grind advances to second as Moss trips over the bag. That'll bring up Logan Schuster, the right-handed hitting pitcher for Berthoud. With Grind at second and 1 out in the first. Blake delivers. Fastball outside, backhanded beautifully by Monday. 1 ball and no strikes. Ryan leads off of second. Blake readjusting himself there on the mound, going from the stretch. 1-0. Little bit high. 2 balls and no strikes. And Blake, being a catcher, knows the strike zone better than anybody, whether he's catching or pitching. 2-0 offering. Not even close, up and in. 3 balls and no strikes to Logan Schuster with Jordan Yee on deck. Monday lays down the sign. 3-0, and he bounces it in, blocked by Monday. It's a 4-pitch walk. 2 walks issued by Blake in the bottom of the first. And here is Yee. And Caden Wise will be the courtesy runner for Schuster at first base. Brush won game 1 in 5 innings, 19-3. This is the bottom of the first inning. I'm John Beltran, live from Jack Summers Field in Berthoud. Brush leads 2-0 in the bottom of the first of game 2. Fastball, a strike. Down the middle, belt high to Jordan Yee. It's 0-1. He had a triple in the first game. He was 1 for 2. And he hit it to all fields in that first game, to left and to right. 0-1. Breaking ball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. A walk, a ground out, and a walk. Issued by Blake so far. The pitch swung on and lifted towards the shortstop. Waiter, he's going to catch it and tag the runner well off the bag. And Grine is doubled up. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 1. It's Brush 2, Berthoud nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.